So I've been living in the van full time for 2 months now, and when you're doing a conversion, your mind is just on batteries, solar panels, all that good stuff. You don't actually think about what it's like to live in the van. Now, freedom is obviously the #1 thing. If you travel, you live in a van, you're watching this thinking that you would like to live in a van, now it's probably because you want freedom. We all want freedom. Now, so there's not much I need to say about that, but for me, I just think it's absolutely amazing waking up in places that you wouldn't normally wake up in. For instance, at the edge of a cliff by a lighthouse, having breakfast in the morning, seeing dolphins. That's pretty amazing. In life you get ups and downs, and living in a van is no different. For instance, we had a massive headache with our grey wastewater tank because the van is so long. Every time we went up a steep incline or decline, it would touch off the ground and fall out. And there was 6 times, which meant we had to crawl under, get soaked with dirty water in the middle of the night, narrow country lanes. It was so frustrating. There's also the period of adjustment, because you go from living in a big flat house, whatever it is, to living in a tiny space in comparison, where you really have to just take what you need, really condense your life, and it does take a bit of getting used to. Because I spent a year of dreaming, building up to that point, and then suddenly you find yourself in the van and almost can't live up to the expectations in your head. But trust me, that will leave you. Lasted only a few days, then you won't look back. Get it. The biggest thing that I take from it is planning. Like, it's crazy how much you have to plan when you live in a van, even the most mundane tasks that you take for granted when you live at home. For instance, going to the bathroom, you don't think about that when you live at home, but in the van you've really got to plan when the cassette will be full, when you've got to go to a campsite, to empty the toilet, fill up the fresh water tank, also washing clothes. Like, you have to really plan ahead with that, find a laundrette, then pay an extortionate amount of money just to wash your clothes. Also where you're going to sleep for the night, but I suppose that depends where you are. But I'm south of England just now, and I think it's quite camper van unfriendly. A lot of places you're not allowed to overnight park, so you have to really plan that ahead, or else you're going to be spending an hour or two just driving about frustrated, which ultimately can lead to sleeping in a Tesco car park, which, let's face it, we didn't spend a fortune in building a van to sleep in a shop car park. We want beaches, nice views, all that good stuff. Oh, go get it. However, I love van life. It's the best decision I've made. I just wanted to talk about a few really boring practical stuff that not a lot of people talk about. Maybe try and keep you a little bit entertained with some nice slow motion shots. Come on Freddie, let's go! Oh, and don't move into a van late autumn, early winter when it's cold and dark. I mean, who does that?